I'm excited because, right now you have Encore Solar and a high ticket platform that's offering real estate agents like yourself, brokers like yourselves as well, the opportunity to have big ticket referral situations. And so I'm gonna go through this process with you guys real quick here, but each and every last one of you who are on here because you are associated with the industry. And a couple of things I want to tell you about this company and who we are. One thing that we're not is a network marketing company. We're Encore Solar Partnership is what this will be on a high ticket platform. Okay, we don't need a lot of your time or all of your time. We do have a do it with you or do it for you system, and so we understand you guys are extremely busy. And we want you to stay busy because, again, the more business that you do, the more money you make. Only this time you get a chance to double dip. Okay. 100% supported solar division. Basically, from the appointment to the installation, by the time you turn the bill over, and I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. Our company takes the ball, we run with it until close, and you get paid. Okay. And then when you look at some of the individuals who are basically doing it per transaction on a part-time basis, which most people do. They're making anywhere from $50,000 a month to, I'm sorry, $50,000 a year to $250,000 a year in income. And this is on referral volume. And when I say very part-time, you'll see, how this is possible in just a second. Okay. So one of the things I always like to start off with as well is the common misconception by realtors. Okay. And so a lot of times you'll hear, realtors say, well, solar will put a lien on your property, and that's false. Back in the day, they had two programs that did that, the Hero program and the PACE lending programs. They did do that. They didn't check your credit. If you had a house, that's all you needed to have because they knew for a fact they were going to get their money back. Well, most of the solar companies that are out there today, a lot of them use companies that have nothing to do with liens. So again, that's a thing of the past, even though those programs still exist. Okay. You cannot finance, sell a home or unless the solar is paid off. Again, that's false. Guys, you can refinance a home, you can sell a home because those are two separate transactions. Okay. You can sell a house. It doesn't mean that the person who's buying the house will have access to the solar energy. That energy system will be shut down based on non-payment, but the new owners or the people who are financing the house won't have a challenge with that at all. Okay. Will it affect my DTI? Again, false. We have the PPA programs, we have leasing programs. None of those programs affect your DTI because, again, it's not a loan. Now, the loan will, okay, but the actual PPAs and the leases won't. Okay. I don't want to sell solar. And great, you don't have to. That's what we do, guys. Basically, if you want to just go back, and this is the easiest way for people to do this, when they go back to all their past clients, they let them know, hey, look, I just opened up a solar division, right? And at that point in time, you allow that person, to look at the benefits of what we have offering. And then once they see the benefits, you turn them over to one of our solar pros, and then they take it over from there. But just basically adding an additional $50,000 to $150,000 a year to your actual income based on the brand that you've already established. Okay. But consider this though, 80% of your customers will go solar in the next 10 to 15 years, whether you offer it to them or not. And you have people who are out there buying lists of people who just bought houses, or people who have access to MLS listing. They're knocking on doors. And what most real estate agents are finding out is that it's a whole lot easier, for you to become the middleman of every transaction, as opposed to missing the money on a relationship that you already had built. Okay. So refer your clients to our new solar division, and 50% is what the commission is out the gate. Okay. And I'll show you how you can turn it to 100% in just a second. But you're just having a simple conversation, right? With the people saying, hey, I don't want to sell you. I don't want to sell solar, right? You don't have to. And so basically, Mr. Customer, I'm having John, or in this case, let's just say I'm having Barry from our solar division contact you to show you our solar savings reports, right? And that's kind of how we actually have people do it. And because now it takes the whole entire pressure off you You partner with these people, they're going to do 100% of the work. They're going to answer 100% of the questions. And now you have nothing else to worry about. Okay. So basically at that point, you just enter the lead, tag a mentor closes the deal. You get paid 50% of the commission, right? But after you've done your third deal with your mentor, you can now close the other ones on your own that you bring to the deal and get 100% if you choose to. That's a choice. Okay. Here's an example of one of our California customers. He had a Century 21 agent and do the same exact thing that I just talked to you about. Got the interest of the client when it came to solar, got the bill, made the appointment, right? And this customer's bill was averaging about 287 a month. Some months 250, some months 400, whatever it was, but nonetheless 287 on average. After they actually did the deal with our company, they were locked in at $148 a month, right? And that bill is due to go away one day. Now, the cool part about it is this, they only have one bill now, okay? The only thing they have that's associated with the grid is a connection fee, okay? So they're no longer pulling energy from the grid. So now the energy is coming from the roof. And when that actual system is paid off, you go from loanership to ownership, okay? Now, as a commission, the Century 21 agent that brought this deal to the table, they made $3,200 as the mentee. The person who designed the actual system, the layout of the panels on the roof, the financial options, that they were looking at, and went through all the quick Q&A with that individual, your homeowner, that person made $3,200. So the company paid out $6,400 on this actual deal. Okay. So an EXP agent, right? Here's another customer testimony out of Florida. This individual, their monthly average was about $410 per month. And after going solar, $290 after solar. Commission on that was $8,200. Now, the EXP agent made $4,100 on this deal, and the mentor who closed the deal for them made $4,100. So what can we do for your customer, guys? You're going to save them up to 50% of their bill. And so in this example, you see customers, utility bill is $250 a month, $3,000 a year. Okay. New solar payment in this example is $125 a month, average $1,500 per year. Okay. So it can actually get to 50%, guys, when it comes to how much they save. But what we're normally seeing is anywhere between 30 to 40% on average, okay, which is still amazing. Okay. But it's zero out of pocket, fixed monthly payment, financing as low as 3.9%, 30% tax credit as well. So you have a lot of entrepreneurs who have unpaid taxes. They can use that tax credit, or if they're like me and my wife, we were up to date with our taxes and everything. So we just made sure that the whole entire 30% tax credit went toward the bill, and it brought our bill all the way down. Okay. So zero debt options, 25-year warranty and maintenance, all of that's covered for them. Right. And the most important thing is you don't have to worry about servicing anything or anybody. And you can actually be on each and every last one of those presentations if you so chose to. Okay. So who are we? I'm going to tell you a little bit about our economic business model and financial model, our solutions, and why you should trust us with your customers, right? So there are four types of incomes. One, when you look at the baseline cost, basically wholesale pricing, we pay a 70-30 split above wholesale. Okay. And so when you look at an example of that, our baseline model, let's say the wholesale cost on the deal was $20,000. Sales price, $30,000. Margin was $10,000. Well, when you look at the commission on that, remember, we are paying 70% on the commission to the person who originates the bill, or who originates the deal, who gets the customer, bring the customer to the table, makes the appointment. And then we pay another half to the person who's the mentor, like I showed you in that example. In this example, it would be $3,500 for both, right? And remember, after you do 3 with a mentor, if you chose to, you can have a dual portion, which means that you get both sides of the transaction. You'll get the $7,000 all to yourself. Okay. So when you refer your clients, guys, let's say 3 clients referred through your portal, 3 sales times $3,500 each, $10,500 in commissions. Okay. 12 clients you referred through your portal, 12 sales, $3,500 each, $42,000 in commissions. And keep in mind, 6 sales, if you're doing both sides, that's still $42,000 in commissions. 24 clients referred through your portal, 24 sales, $3,500 each, $84,000 in commissions. So you do 12 by yourself, both sides, 84,000 commission is still the same. So just remember that 80% of your clients, again, we talked about this earlier, are going to go solo within the next 10 to 15 years with or without your recommendation. And so we want to make sure, you actually are the ones, since you have that relationship, to capitalize on that. Now, do you know a few professionals who have homeowner clients too? And this is a very, very key thing. And I alluded to this earlier in the conversation when I told you when I was a real estate agent, I had a lot of people who I did referrals with. I had go-to people for everything. They took care of my people and they took care of me, right? But watch this now. So you're a solo broker day one, and they are your referral agents, right? Now, refer them to an Oncore platform and earn override on their sales too. So again, you don't actually have to do any recruiting whatsoever. But just like Barry, who's a broker who already has over 100 agents in his network, again, he understands that there are some limitations to people in real estate today. Some markets are slow. Some people don't have the influence that other people have. It's going to take some people a while. So guess what? Let me help this person make some extra money on a part-time basis to keep them excited. They can make that extra money, pay some bills. They can make some extra money and pay for some more, let's say, marketing and advertising, training, and other things that they need that most of them can't afford right now, right? So refer them to Encore platform and earn override sales too. Someone will talk to them, and basically it may as well be you, and you gain access to sales, hundreds of sales rather, and overrides, and I would do it for you or do it with your support system. Now, when you look at the homeowners, guys, we talking about people who have databases just like yours, if not bigger, right? If you look at all the people who you refer business to, you have other realtors, other brokers, builders, painters, contractors. I must like painters. I have that twice. Mortgage brokers, pool designers and services, HVAC people, roofers, electricians, plumbers, and the list goes on, right? All these people are professionals just like you, that you refer, that you refer your homeowners to, and they all have clients that have roofs just like you do, right? And so, an example, I have a gentleman here in Houston. He's been doing roofing for I think 11 years, and has over 7,000 clients that he successfully did roof work for. So now he's going back through his list, okay, and all the people he sold business to, and now he's letting them know, I am now roofing and solar. He's letting them know that he opened up a solar division, just like we're introducing you the opportunity to partner with Encore Solar as well. So now all he's doing is the same script that we're giving you, he's using. Hey, I'm going to have Darius from Encore Solar give you a call, and they're going to go over everything you need, basically. Okay. And so he's been doing very, very well. Nick Cox, another roofer, right now, he has roofers that sell for him, right? And he has his database of people and past clients that he's tapping into. So these people become a part of your sales force, a part of your network, and you get a chance to override pretty much everything that they do, just like any other broker in any other real estate office. But you tap into their homeowners database, guys, and these professionals. If you do not want to recruit them, just make them your referral partner, pay them $1,000 and per installation, and you keep the commission balanced, right? So, example in that situation, let's just say Sarah George, a young lady out of she just graduated college out of Maryland, just got paid 14,000. That was her half. Okay, and so again, the 3,500 that's under promising and over delivering, but her half was 14,000. If she was a real estate agent, right, and someone didn't want to partner with her, she would have paid that person $1,000 for the referral, right, and the company pays them, and she would have kept the 13,000 herself, right? And so that's how the referral, or bird dog service, or however people call it today, people who bring referrals in, that's kind of how that system works. So we'll show you how that works as well. Right? But our rev share model is fantastic. When it comes to overrides, when you have your solar brokerage, basically every time someone produces an install in your brokerage, you're earning anywhere from 20 to 45% on overrides, $600 to $2,000 on average. Okay. So an example, let's say you had 5 agents and all 5 of them had 5 agents and they all did one, installation. And it's an example, again, 5,250 plus 11,250 based on those numbers. You're looking at about $16,500 per month, right? Almost $200,000 a year. And so this is how easy it is for you to not have a broker's license, but to behave in the same manner as any real estate broker out there, right? Simple certifications. All the continued education is basically on you. Okay. But the most important thing is you actually have someone in here that's doing all of the heavy lifting for you as an agent. You're just now making your next multiple 5 or 6 figures or your next 7 figures on the premise of your brand and the resume that you had in the past and relationships that you built in the past. Okay. So when you look at this company, it's not just solar. Basically, we are a home essential solutions type of platform. So we home and business security, those are other options that we have. We know that people who buying homes, one of the fastest commission checks that a person can get is a security system. So right now we have Brinks, we have ADT, right, and they're paying anywhere, as you can see, from $400 to $700 per sale. We have people who are doing 2 or 3 of those a week with no problem, right? And so when you look at, why a person should trust us, one, we are doing business with Freedom Forever. And so this is a in-house install partner. These are not a third party company that, they don't have employees, basically don't work for us. They are not tied to us. So they don't have to go out there and do amazing work. Also, third party companies, when you use those companies, they do 100% of their installs first. And then when they finally get around to your clients, they do. And when it comes to warranty work, guys, they're not going to come back and do the warranty work, at least not be willing to do it. And so we have the best of the best. Freedom Forever has been around since 2011. They've done well over 150,000 installs at this point in time. I think somewhere around 160,000. Okay? And like I said, there's people who understand that if the job is not done right and a customer actually gets a bill, Freedom Forever is responsible for reimbursement of that bill and the fixing of that problem. And they're going to get out there as soon as possible because they don't want to keep on getting bills that they have to reimburse people for. Okay. So best warranty in the industry, not just 25-year guarantee on the materials like everybody else, but they have a 25-year guarantee on the work as well. So the labor, the job, the materials, the guarantee of power, all of that good stuff. So things we just talked about right here. So for those of you who say, you know what, I do want to get in here, I want to get this thing going, and I may want to do a little bit more than just hand off the bill. And we have trainings for you guys live daily and group coaching. You'll not just have Barry, but you'll have access to me. You'll have access to Brenda Nava, who's bilingual. She's actually in Denver at this moment. And so she does presentations on both sides. Lead generation, training, door-to-door, social media, digital and physical network referrals and workshops, anything and everything from a tool perspective, we actually have for you. And so I'm extremely excited about this. Okay. And so just like any other deal, when it comes to real estate, mortgages, anything else that requires certifications, training, support systems, and things like that, the startup fee here is $149. That's it. For a person who just wants to sell, person who just wants to go out here and add another stream of income, to their network, another multiple 6-figure or 6 or multiple 6-figure income part-time without recruiting, the consultant is for you. Okay. And so now, but if you do, you still have the ability to recruit when it comes to salespeople as well. So if you refer 4, you pay no more. Okay. So now you have people who want to build a brokerage, just like Barry, just like myself, like Brenda, and some of the other Charles and Lawrence and other people who are on here who are realtors and brokers, and Julie and Michelle, who are all on here. These individuals, they're getting the business builder model, because that one gives you access to everything that the consultant gives you to, except this one gives you access to residual income as well. So I just want to tell you guys, either way it goes, getting position is important, and making sure that you get a chance to talk to your customers, your clients, as well as the people who you do referral business with before anybody else does. Because it's not if it happens, it's when. Solar is here to stay. It's only going to get bigger. And if you look at the NRA sites, they actually have a place for green realtors right now, right? And right now, that designation is very important. So that means that you specialize in selling homes, or listing homes, or being a buyer's agent for a home that has clean energy, solar, alkaline water systems, and all kind of different things in a home that gets it that certification. So with that being said, what I want to do here is, one, say I appreciate you guys for coming out and being a part of today's event with Barry. And Barry, what I want to do is I want to turn it back over to you. That way you get a chance to address your audience, at this point in time before we close out.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Bean, and yeah, that's the first time I'm seeing that presentation as well, because he put this together strictly for realtors, and I've seen it in a couple of different ways. And the bottom line is, no matter how you say it, it makes sense. I think the one thing that I always like to make a point about is this thing right here. I'm reminded of 1994 when I bought my first cell phone. And so I paid $100 a month for the phone and $100 a month for the service. So I was paying $200 a month in 1984. And this is when they gave you talk time. So I had like an hour of talk time. And then after that, I started paying more. So I kept that phone for about the year contract, because what I realized in 1994, as a consumer, I was ahead of the game. I was the only one with a cell phone. I didn't even have anyone to call because nobody else had a cell phone. But fast forward to 1998, I started a business. Actually, I was an ADT distributor while I was a police officer, and I needed a cell phone. And in 4 years, the industry had really exploded, where pretty much many business owners and people had cell phones. And now, if you go to 2024, you're hard pressed to find someone that does not have a cell phone. We got people carrying cell phones that they don't even pay the bill. They're called kids, and so when you look at an industry that was a disruptor in how we communicate with one another, and understanding, deregulation, and we have the deregulation of energy now, and only out of 90 million homes, only 5 million have been impacted or have taken advantage of solar. That means 85 million are out there. That puts me in, it reminds me of this right here and the opportunity. But this time, I'm not looking at the opportunity as just a consumer. I'm looking at the opportunity from a business standpoint and being in front of it. So that's why I wanted to be able to invite each and every one of you on, to be able to see what I saw. And like I said earlier, when I was talking about this gentleman, um, to be aligned with someone that's in the top of the company, vice president of leadership and development, and is just so knowledgeable just in business in general, 25 years as an entrepreneur. That was just the added bonus. There's a fee that should be charged for that alone, but fortunately, he's not charging a fee. So I appreciate you, Mr. Bean, and thank you for presenting this.
No problem, big guy. And definitely look forward to working with any and every last one of you guys. And trust, when it comes to real estate, the good thing about me is that I have a real estate background. So I've been around and extremely successful in that industry for a long time. So anything that you guys need to lean on me for, I'm here. And anyone who needs a private Q&A, get some things answered, get with Barry, and we'll make sure that you get those questions answered, and we'll go from there. So take care, guys. Y'all have a great one, and we'll talk soon. God bless.